to achieve the impossible by professors who know you by name? Our graduates have earned Emmy and Grammy nominations, successfully negotiated major business deals, and been inspired to teach and serve where they're needed most. Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu/transform.
It's time now for the Grangers Gridiron Show on WELR Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now live to host Jag Mormon and head coach of the LaGrange Grangers, Diallo Burks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Granger Gridiron Show live here from Marysville. We're talking Granger football, and Coach, you traveled to Cartersville. I had a chance to listen. I was off the radio this week. Troop did not play, so I was listening to the ball game, and I was so excited about as y'all were playing the first quarter. Tied 7-7, going into the second, 14-7. Your guys were really stepping up, playing a pretty strong ball game. But then, boy, Cartersville, they got so many horses on that team. There's no wonder that they were the state champions last year, and a lot of people say they're the guys to beat right now going into state championship this year.
Yeah, they're a powerful team. Our guys came out focused. Intensity, the energy was there. They went up on us 14-0. We battled back, scored a touchdown. We had it right there on the 1 yard line, and that's where the shift came. We ended up fumbling on the 1 yard line, and it was a big blow to our guys. We never really recovered after that, but with those guys, like you say, they have weapons everywhere, and we just had to really pick our poison. They came out the first couple of games throwing all over the field, while substituting a run. So we was geared up to really stop the run.
Right.
Stop the pass, and they ended up running. The quarterback, I think he had like 3 touchdowns. So it was hard to account for him. We had guys in other areas, but I'm still proud of our guys. We fought hard. It's just another test that we had to go through.
Well, again, I'm very proud also about, just going out there playing that first half, knowing this is a team that has pretty much decimated everybody they've grown up against. And to go up there knowing this, it's a tough environment to play in. These guys expect to win, but y'all did not back down from them the whole ballgame.
No, that's we don't back down from anybody. Anybody can be beaten on any given day.
Gosh, yeah.
After the game, Coach told me, he said, Coach, you guys, you're young, but that was the hardest fought game we've had all year. It was exciting and, in a certain half, but, that was encouraging for him to say that. And that's a testament of what our guys can do. Once we put it all together and we eliminate mistakes and things like that, we're going to be a tough ball club.
Coach, I was talking to someone about y'all earlier last week, and one of the things that y'all have had to contend with have been injuries all season, and guys that you are getting back into the play. Usually you have a summer, you have some time before the season even starts to get guys into the playbook, getting them used to being on the field, getting everybody knowing where they are on the field. But as your guys are rolling off the injured reserve, you're having to put them right in without a chance to really easing themselves into the contest. Right,
it's a tough deal. It's a tough deal, and you have to really make a decision as to the health of the guys. They only going to tell you so much because they want to get back on the field. But, we have to trust our medical staff, our doctors, and make a wise decision to put those guys back, in the environment that's really tough for them.
I think that's such a good point, Coach, is that a lot of people don't realize that have not been involved in sports and athletics is that players want to play. And they will be. They might have been hit so hard they can't feel their legs or something, but they want to get back out on that field, and they're going to do anything they can to hide an injury so they can get back in there. Sometimes to their detriment.
Right, and I take my hat off to them because you'll have some that you won't get back for weeks and weeks because they're nursing the injury. But this is a tough game. It's a hard fought game, and those guys that want to get back in on the field with their brothers and teammates, that's a welcoming spirit. But at the same time, you're looking at down the line. As an adult, you don't want them to be injured. Down the road. So I really look at taking care of our guys in that manner.
Well, some people try to explain that my knuckleheadness came from a couple of concussions I got back playing for the Troop Tigers back in the 80s. So maybe that's what it is. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about the Granger team. We're going to bring in one of their star players to talk about this last contest and going forward. But right now, you're listening to the Granger Gridiron Football Show right here on Eagle Sports.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax tag and title. Stock number 19215. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Welcome back to the Granger Gridiron Show live from Marisol. I'm Jack Mormon, joined by Coach Diallo Burks. And, Coach, you brought a guest with you tonight for our broadcast.
Oh, yes. We have none other than LaPerion Perry in the house with us. Where he's going to the next level, these are the type of things that he has to get used to doing.
Sure.
And so we really look at, our program or promoting our players in this manner, not just playing on the field, but everything off the field as well, and that's involved in the game.
LaPerion, welcome to the show. And folks that have been following the Grangers, of course, know that you weren't able to be there for much of the first part of the season. But how does it feel being back with the team?
I mean, it feels good because, I get to play the game I love again. People thought I wouldn't come back, but I grind hard in rehab and came back.
Well, that's a great point that you make because I did hear the rumor myself that, no, he's not going to make it back. It's going to be late in the season. It's going to be after the Troop LaGrange game. But you've shown some tremendous heart and some hard work to do that, to get back into this contest. And I know I was listening to the ball game last week as y'all were taking on Cartersville. And, man, you seem to be trying to get involved in every play of the game, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Talk about, in the first half you were able to lead your team down for a touchdown. Talk about how that felt and some of the plays that were involved in that.
I mean, it felt good because, they thought we couldn't run or score on them. So we came down and showed them that we had a lot of heart.
Well, and you also get the ball around to a lot of guys. You are able to run the ball well, but you're also able to get the ball downfield, too, with your arm.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite receiver to throw to?
I mean, all of them.
That's a good answer. Because Thrash should be up here, mad at you if you didn't say all of them. But you do spread the ball out pretty well. That's an excellent job. But, Coach, I know you continue to watch him as he's going to continue to grow in this program. But it is exciting to have him out there because he does provide a spark to your offense that you really needed.
Oh, yes. He's dangerous in a lot of areas. And, just talking about his passing skills, a lot of people look at he can really make a lot of plays with his legs. Mm-hmm. He's explosive anywhere on the field. But, throwing the ball, he sees some things on the field that we don't see at the moment. He's able to find that guy that we're thinking, okay, when we see the defense do a certain thing, then we'll call for you to throw that play. Right. But he sees it in the moment, and that's just a testament of his skills, his vision. He got great vision for the game. So he brings a lot of skills to the table. Now,
LaPerion, I know that as a mobile quarterback, you've got a lot of guys. Who's one of the guys you really look up to out there that's a mobile quarterback kind of like you, maybe at the pro or college level?
I mean,
because Cam Newton's the first guy I kind of think about. Big guy who can move around. because, of course, one of the big issues that people talk about for him is as much as he runs the ball, sometimes he's going to get hit. But you don't shy away from a hit, do you?
No, sir.
Yeah, you kind of drive that on home. But, that is something that you guys have to watch out for. If you got a mobile quarterback who gets out there, while it is a danger against the defense, sometimes they're going to come targeting and coming after him, too.
Oh, yeah. He got hit quite a few times the other night. But I think he learned his lesson last year. First couple games, he was really missed the excitement. He's making plays all over the field. But it was one game I can't remember. I think it was maybe the Mary Person game. He got hit one time and kind of slow to get up, and we told us, get out of bounds, and stop trying to be Mr. Tough Man. But ever since then, it really hurts the defense when you can have a quarterback that can run around like that and then just step out of bounds or just get on the ground where you can't touch him. That's really frustrating.
Oh, yeah, it definitely tear up a defense and make them mad. Now, I asked you a question in the break. I'm going to go ahead and ask you again. You can tell the truth this time. Who's your favorite coach for the LaGrange High School Grangers?
I mean, I like all the coaches.
Oh, man, you got him being political. Golly, now. Come on.
He knows. He knows.
Right, just give me one. Give me one. You can talk about this one over here.
I like Coach Burt.
There you go. Coach. I put him on the spot.
I see it, Jack. The thing that's, like I say, special in our program is that our coaches really try to spread their love to all the guys. We have a period in practice where we stretch where the coaches purposely go and try to speak to every player on the field to make them included. But he messes with everybody. Everybody loves him, all the way down to the custodians. That's just what type of guy he is. So when you ask him, that's probably the truth, is everyone, because everyone holds a special place in his heart.
Well, LaPerry, I'm very proud of you for what you've accomplished in getting back on the field. I don't think people realize how big a deal that is to get back out there. I think you pushed your rehab a little faster than a lot of people expected. What was the hardest thing going through all that as you were trying to get ready to come back on the field?
I lost my dad, so that made me even go harder.
That I'm sure that's incredible pride that he has for you, looking down on you, that you overcame that and were able to be back on that field. So that's a huge testament to you, young man. I'm very proud of you for that.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk lots more here on the Granger Gridiron Show, live from Marisol on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Welcome back to the Granger Gridiron Show, live here from Marisol. I'm talking with Coach Deala Burks, and he's brought LaPerry. Now, LaPerry, I need to make sure I get your name right. Do you go by just Perry? Do people just call that, or they call you LaPerry? What do you go by most?
I mean, people call me LaPerry, and they call me Perry. So
you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay. just call me when I get a touchdown. Coach, looking back to last week, you did have a lot of guys step up and make some big plays. We've talked about Thrash several times over the past couple of weeks. Let's spotlight some of those guys that really played well in the game against Cartersville.
Well, you look at our offensive line, going against their defensive line, there was a tough battle.
You gave up some size.
Oh, yes. But our guys battled up front. Jordan Reagan, he had his hands cut out for him, the whole night. Tedder Scucci, Payne, Big Joe Thornton. And Butu. Butu is really playing at a high level. He played every play in the game.
Wow.
If he wasn't on offense, he was on defense. Him and Marquez Payne did not come out of the game, period. And, we tell them that we want the best 11 on the field at all times, and those guys have really embraced that concept. To do that as a lineman, that's tough.
Well, I'm so excited to hear a Hollis Hand Hawk being talked about like that on the football field. Jonathan's been a tough little guy for a long time, and I'm just proud of him showing out for the Grangers.
Oh, yes, he's doing well. And, Bo Russell and Jamari Thrash, those guys are a nice 1-2 punch. Thrash being a sophomore, Bo being a junior, we look in the future, it's going to be a really good time to have those guys. They ended up substituting the defensive backs early in the game, so they just tell you what type of job that our guys did out wide. In the defensive backfield, we had Grissom, Court Grissom, who did an awesome job. Broke up a couple passes, had a couple tackles. Shepard, LaQuincy Shepard Jr., he did a good job, and he was battling through back pains the whole game. But ended up coming back into the game. He had some crushing hits as well. So that's another sophomore that's out there. So
we've talked about that since we've been doing this show. Is that it's your young guys that are really having to step up and take on leadership roles, even sometimes with the seniors on the team.
Oh yes. And you look at it, everybody's a leader. But the roles that those guys have been put in this year and the job that they've done, I can't say anything to them. I can't say anything bad about them. Those guys have really stepped up, because I think about when I was a sophomore, I wasn't ready to play at all. And we putting them out there against the #1 team in the state.
Well, but think about just the ages of you guys. You got 14, 15-year-olds that are trying to step up against some 18-year-olds.
And some 13.
Yep.
And some 13-year-olds.
Yep.
That's right, playing. So it is, we are going in the right direction. Even though, you look at our record's 2-5, but we still have a chance to really do some damage in our region. We're 1-2 in the region, but we take care of our business week to week. We'll still be put in a good position to go into the state playoffs. But our team, we're in a good position.
That's excellent. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about the game coming up. It's going to be a big one this weekend. You're listening to the Grangers Gridiron Show live here from Marisol on Eagle Sports.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Hi friends, Jess Lichter here with Key of LaGrange. We're going pink this month for breast cancer awareness, and we'll be donating a portion of our sales to the Breast Friends for Life Hope for a Day campaign. So stop by and check out our selection of Kias and help support a great cause. It's fall savings times, which means the 16s, they gotta go to make room for the 17s. You can own a 16 Kia Cadenza for as little as $23,500. And with prices like these are not gonna last long, come see us today or online at keyoflagrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19215.
A lot of big-time football coming up this weekend here in the area, but no game is bigger right now in the mind of Coach Burks and his folks than the game coming up Friday night against the Troop High School Tigers. That'll be a classic matchup, Coach, and the two teams coming in. Troop really off of kind of a bye week. They did not have a game last week. Y'all coming off this tough game against Cartersville, but it's the kind of game that's got you guys knowing that they can battle against a tough team. And it's going to be a big ball game coming up Friday night at Callaway Stadium.
Oh, yes, there's a lot that's going on. You look at just the rivalry in itself. Guys are playing with family members, friends, things like that. Then you look at the region side of it, that, they're undefeated in the region. They got a good record. They're rolling right now. So it's going to be a very big ball game for us.
Well, it's a ball game that both of y'all have been kind of had one eye out probably through the season. Got some guys watching, the teams watching them. Of course, LaPerion, you're one of the guys that that the Troop High School Tigers are scheming, looking at you, kind of wondering what you're going to do. But Coach, y'all guys are going to have some stuff for them, I'm sure.
Well, we're going to, just do our base stuff. That's the thing that we've set out to do the whole year. our guys, you know, they play faster when they don't have to think.
Right.
And so we don't want to confuse them or bog them down with packages and things like that. If we come out and just do what we're supposed to do, take care of the football, eliminate penalties, we're going to be a hard team to stop.
Well, that's going back. That's one of the things I believe about football in general. If you're going to return a kick on a punt or a kick, go straight up the field. Find your wall. Just don't dance, don't play, don't run 50 yards side to side. Get up the field and take on your opponent. And that's really the key to success for so many teams is just going straight ahead and doing what you do.
Yeah.
You dictate, don't let another team dictate what you're going to do.
Right, and that's a mentality standpoint. You know, you have to come out and you have to set the pace. You know, you don't wait to see what somebody else is doing, you know, waiting around to see how they're going to do this. You push the envelope, you know, and that's one thing that we want to do. We want to come out and play our football game.
And I'm sure y'all are going to do that now. Of course, it's different if you've been to Callaway Stadium over the years that y'all moved over to the traditional visitor side, but that's where y'all will be. So even though y'all will be the visitors technically in this ball game, y'all will be sitting on your home side.
Yeah, we'll be at home. So, you know, it still should be a real good feeling for us. You know, nothing is different. The schedule's not going to change. So the routine stays the same.
Well, that's excellent. Of course, it will be at Callaway Stadium coming up this Friday night. Another game that you and I are both kind of interested in is Callaway. We're taking on Heard County on a Thursday night. That'll be a big ball. That's a tremendous rivalry out there. I think they call it the Pulpwood Bowl or something like that. They get together. Got some country boys having a good time in that one. We'll talk more about that ball game coming up, and we'll close things out from Marisol on the Granger Gridiron Show, live from Marisol on Eagle Sports.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Truven Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices, see? Mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome back to the Granger Gridiron Show live from Marisol. And, you know, Coach, we mentioned the big troop game coming up, but you've also got a JV that's got a game coming up this week as well.
Oh, yes. We have a JV game that we'll play this Thursday at our practice field at the track at 5:30. So we just wanted to kick off festivities, you know, for the whole week. We were originally playing for the 9th grade to have a game as well. We're playing 9th grade JV and our varsity.
Wow.
But since Coach is playing, you know, a lot of young guys, we're playing a lot of young guys, we just decided to just combine our JV and 9th grade together, and that's what we'll play on Thursday.
Well, I think another important part of that program, Coach, is that you've got some guys that are getting some meaningful reps on the field against an opponent at the JV level, and then they can actually translate that into a Friday night as well.
Mm-hmm. You look at, you know, the fact that you don't want to put them in a tough position to where they are not successful. And so with that, you know, playing on Fridays, you know, it's like, okay, they should be overpowered because they're young.
Right.
And they're going to have their lumps and bruises. But at the same time, we want to put them against guys that their age and on their level. So, you know, it's worked out for us very well playing both sides.
Because the old saying that winning begets winning. You get those guys used to playing at a high level, playing strongly at the 9th grade, and, of course, at the JV, and combining those, that translate into a strong varsity program as well.
Oh, yes. You know, you look at our JV guys right now. They're 3-0. They haven't lost a game. And, you know, they've done some things that we have been looking to do on the varsity level. They've came back from 2 games down and won big. So you know, they're understanding how to put things together, and that experience is displayed on the varsity level as well. So they're able to bring it back and, you know, put it to use.
Now, if they play region teams, or do y'all reach out to some others? How do y'all put those things together?
We'll reach out to local teams first. Eventually, I would like to get to, you know, that part of it where we're playing our region teams. But, you know, our region teams are like 2 hours away. Yeah. So it's tough to really get on the bus. And
Atlanta has never liked us down here. They have shuffled us in so many different directions. You know, I think the last 4 years we were basically with the SEC of high school football. We had, you know, the top 4 teams in the state in Quad A were in our region. Right. And even this year with Cartersville and Sandy Creek, we got to battle guys like that. So it seems like Atlanta wants to put it on the folks down here in the Tripp County area every year.
Well, excuse me, you know why? Because we're the number 2 program in the state.
Well, there you go. There you go.
So, you know, it's some factors that have changed, but people still look at us as LaGrange High School. Sure. And that's what we try to get the message to with our guys, that, you know, people don't care, you know, if you're young or, you know, who you don't have, they don't care. They just care about the fact that you're LaGrange High School, and that if we can beat you, we're doing something.
Well, a lot of those coaching staffs played, you know, probably in this area, played, remember LaGrange High School, and they may have remembered a defeat they may have suffered at some point.
Oh, yes.
LaGrange High School. Yes. And every chance you get, you want to put a little bit extra into it.
Yes, you do. But, you know, our guys really take on the challenges. Right. You know, we take on the challenges, and we just try to do the best job we can do.
Well, right now, with 2 wins on the season, you've had some tough losses, but, Coach, I think you've got great potential to continue on. You know, there's four spots that will take us into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And if we can get that 3 or 4 spot, we got a great chance to go a couple of rounds into the playoffs.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We still have a chance to get, you know, second place. I don't know about first right now. You know, some more factors have to happen that's outside of our reach. But what's within our reach is second, third, or fourth.
Right. And that's the way you got to play. And, you know, you begin the year, at least I've always kind of had that in my mind, begin the year with what you want to see happen. And I'm sure that opportunity to get into the state playoffs is right there at one of your number 1 goals for the season.
Oh, yes, because after that, everybody's 0-0.
Yep.
And you're talking about momentum, swings, and things like that. So, you know, I played against, you know, in leagues to where we were the number 1 team going in with 1 loss, and we lose first round to the last place team.
Yeah.
And then the last place team ended up playing for a championship. So I'm a witness that anything can happen.
And we hope that continues to happen. LaPerion, a great success to you in the future. You've had great success in the past, but I think your better days are still to come. Yes, sir. All right. I appreciate you taking time to join us tonight, Coach. Thank you again. Folks, thank you for joining us here on the Granger Gridiron Show. We're live from Marisol. We'll be here next week, and we'll be talking about Granger football live here on Eagle Sports. Have a great evening. We'll see you next week on the radio.
Thanks for listening to the Granger's Gridiron Show.